Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing with you a cake called plasma cake or plasma torta. It is one of my favorite cakes to eat and make, and I always make it for my birthday. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I will have the link to the recipe down below, as well as where you can find the cookies that I use here. So first I'm going to start with a bottom layer, you obviously need a baking dish. I had actually just bought this one. It's the Wilton 12-inch by 3-inch round pan. It is I had two smaller ones but not a big one, and I'm going to grease this with butter, and then I'm going to put parchment paper as well. You also will be needing something to decorate your cake on. I have this spinning wheel that I got in a kit when I long time ago took a cake decorating course, which I forgot how to do everything that I learned. And then you will need 6 eggs separated. So I had separated all of my 6 eggs, and I used this little handy tool from Pampered Chef to separate. It just makes things a lot less messy. And then you will need about 6 tablespoons of sugar. You will need 2 tablespoons of this stuff. So it's plasma. It's a ground biscuit. I actually found this. You can purchase it on Amazon, so I will link down below. This is like my favorite thing of all times. I'm obsessed with this. I love the way it tastes. There's like little cookies you can buy as well, but this is what the cake is named after, is these biscuits. So you need like I said, 2 tablespoons of this. And then you need 4 tablespoons of ground walnuts. I use my manual grinder to grind up my walnuts. I will link the video where I show how I do that, so I don't have to repeat myself again. So this is what you need for the bottom layer, and you also need a a stand mixer. So I'm going to get started on making my bottom layer. I am preheating the oven. You're supposed to preheat it to 200 Celsius, which is about 392 Fahrenheit. So that's already being done. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk my egg whites at the highest speed. I just wanted to mention that today's video is part of a collaboration hosted by Tiff over at Small Town 6. This is part of her monthly collab that she hosts, and the theme is birthday cakes. So this is my favorite birthday cake, as I mentioned, and there will be a playlist as well as Tiff's channel linked down in the description box, so make sure you check it all out. So you want to put it in the soft peaks form. You want to stop, and now start gradually adding sugar, but still whisking it on the high speed. Now you want to turn it down completely to the lowest and start adding your egg yolks one at a time. Slowly add your cookie grams. And then your ground up walnuts. You want to mix this on the lowest possible speed so you don't overmix it. Okay. And now it goes into the oven for 20 minutes. For the middle part, you need 200 grams of sugar. You need 250 grams of butter. Then you need a whole box of plasma cookies. And then you need 200 grams of ground up walnuts and 200 milliliters of orange juice. So while the bottom layer is baking, I am going to prepare my middle layer. Now for the middle layer, I have my water boiling, and I'm going to make like a double, I think it's called a double boiler, I don't know. I'll link it above what this is called. And then I'm going to add my egg yolks and my sugar, and I'm going to use a wooden spoon to stir it until they're white, and then I'm just gonna until it turns whitish, and then I'm going to cook it until it gets a little bit thicker. So you don't want them to actually be whitish, more like pale yellow. So it's starting to get a little bit thicker. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to add my butter, and I'm going to use a hand mixer to mix it in. Now I'm going to take turns with cookie crumbs and orange juice. And now I'm going to add some walnuts. Well, all the walnuts. Okay, so that's done. So the bottom layer is done. I inserted a prick and it came out clean. So I'm gonna let it rest a little bit before I flip it over onto a cooling rack. I had lined my cooling rack with parchment paper so that way it's easy to transfer it once it's cooled off to my rotating plate. So the last step is to make the topping or like the icing, but I'm using whipping cream. So I'm trying to cool off my bowl, and once it's cool I'm going to start with making the whipping cream. So for the sweet stiff whipped cream frosting, you will need, I'm doing 2 cups of whipping cream, and then I am blooming the xanthan gum in the 8 teaspoons of cold water and 1.5 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and then I'm going to put this in a microwave for 15 to 20 seconds. But I'm gonna whisk it first and then microwave 15 to 20 seconds. Then I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 1/4 cup of powdered sugar or icing sugar. So it's nice and cool. Now I'm going to slowly add some of this gelatin type mixture. Find my big spreader. I don't know if I lent it to someone or what happened to it. Oh, I'm making, while looking, I got my fingers all red from the food coloring, so I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm going to add my filling. Not going for pretty, going for delicious. Okay, and now I'm going to add my whipping cream. That's it. I'm not going to decorate it, but you want to have a thinner layer around and then a thicker layer on top, and I think I have achieved that. Can't wait to dig in.
So the recipe will be linked in the description box. Make sure you check out Tiff's channel as well as the playlist for even more birthday cake ideas. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching.